Hello everyone, this is Mohammad Imtiaz Alam, and in today's video we're going to talk more about complex sentence. As you know, in my earlier video I have talked about some sentences of complex sentence, and in today's video we're going to talk more and more about complex sentence. So we are going straight away to the point. First of all, complex sentence, having relative pronoun. How are you going to answer these things? I'm giving some examples and we're going to understand the facts. Okay, so this is basically a complex sentence. You can see who is working. This is the subordinate clause, and the boy is my brother. This is the principal clause. So when you will say this type of question, this type of relative pronoun related in a complex sentence, then how are you going to answer? How are you going to answer in simple sentence? So we're going to see how you're going to answer this type in simple, of course. First of all, you have to write the subject as follows. And then you have to delete the relative pronoun and the auxiliaries. I'm repeating again, you have to delete the relative pronoun and the auxiliaries. Okay, so this who and is will be deleted. These two things will be deleted, and the verb will be in ing form. I'm saying again, when this will be in active form. Okay, active form means the subject will do the work by himself. So this is called as active form. So when you will see the sentence being active, then you have to transfer the verb as ing. Okay? I'm saying again, when you will see the sentence as being the active, that means the subject is doing the verb by himself. So at this time, you have to delete this relative pronoun and the auxiliaries, and then you have to make the verb as ing. So the answer will be the boy working is my brother. So this is the answer. I'm saying again, when you will see simple sentence having relative pronoun, then you have to answer. First of all, you have to see whether this is inactive or passive. Active means the subject is doing the works by himself, and the passive is the subject is not doing the things by himself. So when you will say the subject is in active form, then you have to delete the relative pronoun and the auxiliaries, and then you have to make the main verb as ing. So that's why the answer is the boy working is my brother. But now you will see when the sentence will not be in active form, just like this. So I have written the sentence. You can see the building which is damaged is in Rajshahi. So you can see this is not in active form because the building cannot be damaged by itself. Okay, it must have been damaged by some other thing. So the building which is damaged is in Rajshahi. So how are you going to answer these things in simple? First of all, this is complex sentence, of course. And why this is complex sentence? You can see which is damaged is subordinate clause, and the building is in Rajshahi is principal clause. So how are you going to make this complex sentence as simple? First of all, again, we have to write the subject as follows. The building. Now, again, like the other one, we have to delete the relative pronoun and auxiliaries. You can see I'm underlining these things. So we have to delete the relative pronoun and the auxiliaries. And then if we see the sentence is in passive form, that means the subject is not doing the work by itself, then we have to make that verb as past participle. Okay, so we have to make that verb past participle. I'm again saying if the subject is not doing the work by itself, so you can say the building is not damaged by itself. It must have been damaged by some other things. So if we see the sentence is in passive form, so first of all we have to delete the relative pronoun and the auxiliaries, and then we have to make the main verb as past participle. We are saying damaged is itself a past participle form, so the verb will be remain as same. So it will be damaged is in Rajshahi. So the answer will be the building damaged is in Rajshahi. Okay. So we have understood two types of things. When you will see relative pronoun being in active form, then we have to delete the relative pronoun and auxiliaries, and we have to make the main verb as ing. And again, if we see the sentence is being in passive form, then we have to delete the relative pronoun and the auxiliaries, but we have to make the main verb as past participle. So this is all about the relative pronoun. When we will see, this type of things in your examinations, then you have to answer in this way. Now we are going to since, as, when, and their uses. When we will see this type of things in complex sentences, and how are we going to answer these things? If you have to answer complex to simple, then how are you going to answer questions related to since, as, when? Now we will see this type of questions. Now we are seeing this is a complex sentence, and of course the subordinate clause is since he is weak. Why this is subordinate clause? Because we can see the clause marker is there. You can see since being the clause marker. Okay, I am expanding that word. You can see since is the clause marker, and that's why since he is weak is basically the subordinate clause, and he cannot go to school. This is principal clause, and we are also seeing that the subject he, we are seeing not a word before the subject he. You can see there is no clause marker before the subject, and that's why he cannot go to school is basically a principal clause. And we are seeing since as being the clause marker before the subject he, and that's why since he is weak is subordinate clause. So how are we going to answer these things? How are we going to change this complex to simple? First of all, when we will see the sentence starts with since, as, when, and then when we will see both the subjects are same, you can see the both the subject are same. Both the subject are same. And if the sentence indicates two reasons, okay, we are seeing since he is weak, he cannot go to school. He didn't go to school. Why? Because he was weak. He was ill. So this is referring to as illness, as reasons. So when we will see the sentence starts with since, as, when, and when you will see both the subjects are same, and when you will see the sentence indicating two reasons, okay, the sentence indicating two reasons, then the answer will be, in simple sentence, you have to write because of. Because of, and then you have to make the subjective form as possessive form. Because of his, then you can answer in both the ways. You can change this verb into ing, because of his being, and you can make the word as same, and you can make this adjective as adjective, so the word will be same, and you have to answer the rest of the things. He can not go to school. Okay, so this is the answer. Because of his being weak, he cannot go to school. So first of all, you have to write because of, and then you have to convert the subjective form into possessive form, and then you have to make the verb as ing form. You can see being, and then you have to remain that adjective being as adjective, and then you have to write the rest of the things. Now you can answer this in other ways also. Again, you can write because of, then you have to convert the subjective form as being the possessive form, and now we can skip the verb and we can directly go to the adjective form. Okay, if you don't want to write this verb, then you can go to the directly to the adjective form, but this time you have to convert that adjective form into noun form. Okay, so because of his, now we don't want to write is, so how are we going to do the answers? We don't need to write the is, rather we will go directly to the adjective and we will make that adjective as noun form. So the answer will be weakness. Now weak, the adjective form has been converted to noun, weakness, and the answer will be, rest of the answer will be remain as same. He cannot go to school. So this is the answer. The first answer is because of his being weak, we are having that verb and we are changing that verb into ing form. And the second answer is because of his weakness, he cannot go to school. We're not having the verb, but again, we are going directly to the adjective and we are changing that adjective into noun. Now, I'm writing another sentence, and that is, as the weather is bad, we don't want to go outside. Again, when you will see the sentence starting with sees, since, as, when, this is also complex sentence. How this is complex sentence? You can see, as the weather is bad. So I'm, coloring it as red. So this is subordinate clause, as the weather is bad, and you can see as is basically the clause marker. So this is complex sentence. I have told many times that in complex sentence, you will see more than one clause and you will see subordinate clause. And how you can understand whether this is subordinate clause or not? You will see clause marker before the subject. And we are seeing as being the clause marker before the subject, the weather. And that's why as the weather is bad, this is subordinate clause. And we don't want to go outside. This is principal clause. So how are you going to answer this thing in simple sentence? Now we will see that. When you will see there are more than one clause, and when you will see the sentence starts with since, as, when, and when you will see the subject in both the clause are not same. You are seeing this is one subject and this is another subject, and both the subject are not same. Okay, I'm saying again, when you will see the complex sentence in your question starts with since, as, when, and when you will see both the subjects in both the clause are not same, they are basically different. So you have to answer as follows. First of all, you have to write the subject. Then you have to make the verb in ing form. You can see this is the verb is, then we have to make the verb in ing form. Basically, am, is, or was, were. The base form of these auxiliaries is be, and the ing form of be is being. I'm saying again, the base form of am, is, or was, were is be, and the ing form of be is being. So the answer will be the weather being bad. Okay, the weather being bad, and you have to answer the rest of the things as follows. We don't want to go outside. Okay, so this is the answer. As the weather is bad, we don't want to go outside. And then this is the question, and the answer will be in simple sentence. In simple sentence, the weather being bad, we don't want to go outside. We have, deleted the clause marker as, then we have changed the verb is as being, and then we have written the rest of the things as remain as same. Okay. So this is about the since, as, when types of structures. So when you will face this type of sentence in your questions, then you have to answer the since, as, when types of answers in these structures. Okay. So I hope that you have understood these types of things. Now, I have written another sentence of complex sentence, and this is since he plays well, he gets run. Okay. So when you will see, the sentence starts with since, as, when, and then again, you are seeing both the subject are same. You can see both the subject are same. So in these situations, how you going to answer? First of all, you have to delete this clause marker since. So this is the clause marker, and since he plays well, this is the subordinate clause, and he gets run, this is the principal clause. So how you have to answer in simple sentence? First of all, you have to delete the clause marker. Okay, so the clause marker will be deleted. Then the subject will also be deleted. And now we have to change that main verb into ing form. Okay, so you have to change that main verb into ing form. So playing well, then you have to write the rest of the things as follows. He gets run. So this is the answer. Since he plays well, he gets run. So in these type of situations, when you will see the sentences starting with since as well, and this type of sentences coming up as being the complex sentence, so you have to answer that. You have to delete the since as well, and then you have to delete the subject as well. You have to delete the auxiliaries as well. Okay, you have to only focus in main verb. You have to start your sentence by putting the main verb, and you have to convert the main verb into ing form. Then the answer will be like this: playing well, and then the rest of the things will be remain as same. He gets run. The question is, since he plays well, he gets run, and the answer in simple sentence will be playing well, he gets run. Okay, so this is all about the simple, complex, and compound. I hope that you have understood this type of terms, and I pray that in your examination soul you're gonna be able to answer this type of things. So in my next video, we're gonna talk more and more about the other aspects of grammar as well. So till then, goodbye and take care.